Get ready for some wow on the Signature Mike Show.
I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I have some great guests in the house today. At the end, I have some design dilemmas you've been writing in, and I have some great solutions for your issues at home that I think will inspire many people. I have some great guests today. I have Dr. Zach Kella here and Dr. Kim Davies. We're going to talk about some exciting things coming up revolving around VIA Cognitive Health and some things that they do as well. First, I have Mr. Michael Harley with F&M Bank.
Michael, great to see you again.
Thanks for being here. I always like having you on. We always have a lot of fun, and we always give great information.
I've been excited all day to get here. I really have.
We talked on the phone yesterday, and I thought tomorrow can't come soon enough because we always do have fun.
And we have a lot to be proud of at F&M Bank. We really do.
You're ever growing.
We have, this was our 75th year, founded in 1950. And what I like to say is we've been giving generational banking to people for a long time. You hear a lot of banks say these things, but F&M actually delivers it. We have very little turnover. Our employees really like to be there.
Yes, and it shows.
And yeah, and you've had the experience. When you start doing business with us, you're introduced to everybody in the building.
Yes, absolutely.
And it just so people know you by name. You are never a number.
Right.
Never.
I say this all the time that I come to your bank a few times a week, and if I have a good 20 or 30 minutes, I'll go in, but I don't always. So I have to go through the drive-thru because because I come in, I know everybody, they know me, we want to talk. If you're in the office, we talk.
Absolutely. And
so it's a good 30 or 45 minutes. So there was one day I'm like, should I go? Do I have to? And I went in, and like 45 minutes later, and then I was running late but because you guys are just so great and so personable.
Well, that's what we want, because when we talk to our customers, a lot of times it doesn't have to do with anything banking at all.
Right.
But it may have to do with something with their business growth or something with their personal finances.
Yes.
And we can actually give them a bridge to other people. We can pay that much attention to detail to say, hey, you can go and meet this person that does this that will serve you well in what you're trying to do.
Right.
Now, it's hard for the bigger banks to do that.
They're not as personable,
and
they
don't have the time.
Listen, and they don't listen to people. It's not a personal relationship.
It's different. I have worked in that environment, but the thing that really gets me is when you see our customers grow, our bank grows with it.
Yes, absolutely.
And so we are vested and have interest in our customers' success.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not just like sign on the dotted line and make the payment so we're coming after you.
Yes.
It's not that way.
Yeah, exactly. A few people at the office that I go to, there's Connie, of course,
Absolutely.
who I've known for years, Devin and Lori, who are always so sweet and nice, and it's nice to know people and for them to say, hey, how is this doing? How is that doing? Or happy holidays, or what? It's personal and it means something. You have Brandy, your commercial office manager.
Brandy works with myself and Nathan Strickland. She handles a lot of our documentation needs and gets us ready for closings and makes sure we're in line because we need that.
Yes, that's awesome.
And
yes.
she is an incredible resource for us. She's an incredible person, customer service-wise, kind of a next level type of person. On our social media, we just did a profile of her on our social media.
I'll have to take a look. I didn't know this. Okay.
Yeah, so we love Brandy.
Yes.
And when she's not in, it's missing.
I love it. Now, all of these people, including yourself, you're in the Evans office there at the corner of Furious Ferry and Evans Deluxe, but you're also in Thompson.
We have an office in Lincolnton,
yes.
And then we have the 2 offices in Wilkes County.
Yes.
Okay, and so we've got 5 total.
Yes.
So we are building a new one on the Grovetown corridor. Well, we're breaking ground on that. That's going to come out of the ground, and it's going to give us kind of a bookend presence out that way. But, Michael, I have customers all the way down in Beach Island, South Carolina, that have known me for years. And what they like is it's not the proximity of the branch, it's the fact that they can call me. My customers have my cell phone number.
Yes.
And they can call me, and most of the time I'll answer.
Right, that's amazing.
And I do not like messages to pile up.
Right.
I don't like people to be pacing, needing answers for something, because I feel like it's my duty to settle the concerns.
Absolutely, yes. That's amazing. Well, and money's important to people, their money. And
when you're talking about money, they're sensitive.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes. you've been around 1950. You haven't been here since 1950, but F&M Bank has been. From cradle to retirement.
That's,
You know what I call it? From fetal to fatal.
I haven't heard that.
Kind of the same thing.
I got to use that at the office.
When I read that, I'm like, yeah, it reminds me of what I think of. But yeah, but you work with young people, because we've talked about that on the show, and then retirement and age and all of that. So you talk about that. But you take the time to know your customers and their future ambitions.
Well, the thing that set me in this mindset was, for years when I started in my career, I was in private banking and I was working with a large affluent market, a lot of medical practices, a lot of legal offices, a lot of entrepreneurs. And I want to bring that to everybody. I want that personal, I want that genuine relationship that goes on where we call you by name, we get to know your aspirations, and we try to give you a roadmap to get there.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you understand your customers' growth. And the great relationships.
Michael, I challenge anybody that's not done business with us to just give us a little bit of something, and I will almost guarantee eventually they will move to us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty apparent.
Yeah, just your commitment to the community, and again, just the personalized service. I can't say enough. I mean, I have great firsthand experience with it. It's amazing.
I'm very proud to represent it. I mean, when I give out the card, I feel like we kind of stand out because we're not on every corner. So we take the real good interest to go out and meet people and join hands and find things that make people tick. And if we can help people get there, that's what gets us up in the morning. That's why we do what we do.
I love it. I'm not a big tech person. Maybe it's my age. I don't know. But I will say your online website is so easy.
And
you log in and it's all there. So much easier for me to use than what I've used in the past. So I like that aspect, and I think older people, more mature people, would appreciate that as well, because with tech today, it can get very
crazy.
Complicated.
We pride ourselves on simplicity, but that doesn't mean that we don't have the security to back up what we do.
Absolutely.
So we're very in tune with security. We're very in tune with the fact that there's a lot of con artists out there trying to, take advantage of people, and we can get in the way.
We're so glad you're here. Thanks for being here with me today.
Thank you, Michael.
Check out F&M Bank. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
For decades, families and businesses have trusted F&M Bank to walk beside them. We know banking isn't just business, it's personal. That's why we've never aimed to be the biggest, just the most trusted. We're not loud or flashy, just a breath of fresh air in a noisy world. From Washington to Augusta, we're growing the right way by treating people right. F&M Bank, tradition you can trust, and peace of mind you can feel.
Come on, let's make this moon shine all day. Let's make this world with everything you say. It's so easy and so fun to feel this way. To feel this way.
The ultimate driving machine for everyone at Taylor BMW.
It's hard to know where to start when shopping for home or kitchen appliances, but you can count on Kelly Appliance for exceptional value and dedicated customer service. Family owned and operated since 1962, their friendly and knowledgeable staff will see you through the entire process, from selecting the right product to experienced delivery and installation. It's no wonder that Kelly Appliance is consistently awarded for their service and expertise. Visit Kelly Appliance at one of their 2 convenient locations in Martinez and Aiken.
Via Cognitive Health, somebody that I have partnered with in the past, they are supporting people with Alzheimer's and dementia, and they have announced it is launching its second series of lifelong learning courses. And the winter lecture series begins here in February, and I have two people here today to discuss this with me. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
We have Dr. Kim Davies and Dr. Zach Kella here. Yes, did I say that right?
You did.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's good. Kim Davies, you are the Dean of the Champlin College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences at Augusta University. You're a sociologist and criminologist whose academic focus is on homicide and violence.
That's
Very
correct.
intriguing. We've already talked about that. I love forensic science and all of that stuff. Dr. Zach Kella here, you're an educator. You're a very important person. You told me not to say all of this stuff. But you're also a published author on topics of instructional leadership and organizational change.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, Mike, I'm fortunate because I work in academics and expose to lots of deans and faculty members doing interesting work, but I also serve on the board at VIA, which is why I'm here and talking about how can we engage our community in interesting, in curious topics that our faculty do every day.
Right.
So I'll reach out to the deans and say, come to VIA. And we have what's called a continuing ed series. And we do little 5-week sessions around things of topics of interest, like artificial intelligence. You've heard of this.
Yeah, absolutely,
yes. We did one last term on that. And Dean Davies is bringing a team out to do a whole nother series I'll let her speak to.
Yes. Yeah, Kim, what you are doing, what do we have here? I have a page on you. I have so many pages. You all are very important people. I love it. You almost make me a little scared. Homicide, the truth about deadly crime. This isn't about fear, it's about facts. Understand the genuine dynamics of lethal violence to gain a clearer perspective on your safety and risk of becoming a victim or offender.
That's right. Well, one of 5 lectures or discussions kind of open to the public, so it's important that everybody understands that. But that's mine in particular. I study and teach about homicide at Augusta University.
Okay.
And in addition to being a dean, which takes up a lot of time as well.
I bet it does.
But kind of teach all kinds of aspects in the class about how we count murder, how we discover murder, how we think about victims, how we think about offenders, who's most likely to be offender. That's what a lot of what I'll be talking about there at the lecture series. But we also have some other folks from the college. We've got somebody who's worked in the prisons. He was a prison warden, and he's one of our part-time instructors, fantastic instructor who's a psychologist in our psychological sciences department. Then we've got Liz Wakefield, who is a forensic anthropologist. She's a fairly new addition to the school. She's a lecturer, and she'll be talking about kind of what is the reality on television and what really happens in real life with forensics and the importance of that for juries.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting as well.
You know, Mike, what we think about is we have these little 5-week mini terms, and there's a theme that runs through these, and Kim's group is doing one. We did one, as I said, on artificial intelligence. We're doing one this term around ecology. You know, your yard is a jungle. Imagine that.
True.
And so there's a whole team coming out and doing that. And this is sort of this themes around, we have expertise at Augusta. At Augusta, we're engaged and committed to the community. And so it's a sharing of knowledge, and it's open to everybody who is curious about things that matter in their lives.
Absolutely. All of this is interesting to us, whether it's entertaining or educational. I mean, it's all interesting. How can people find out about the dynamics of where to go and how to go, and if there's a fee involved? So
the VIA Cognitive Health. And so there's your website. You search that. You can look at educational opportunities. We already have a long-standing relationship, Augusta University and VIA, with the Brain Health Series that happens monthly. Very long, very important session. This adds to that.
Yes.
If someone could go to the website today, look down at the schedule in February, and there's 2 sessions in February, March. There's 2 sessions after. What's that golf match? There's some kind of interruption
something in Augusta.
Here. Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
Something
2 sessions after that as well, and they're open to the general public. And you can see which one of those you can sign up. Small fee. You get all 5 courses, and it is open to the entire public.
Gotcha. I certainly would love to see yours, Kim. That would be amazing. Yes.
One of her sessions, if I remember right, Kim, speaks to voter fraud. You know, ballot box thing. And that isn't something we hadn't heard about, has it?
Well, for a little while.
Yeah, we have a national security security studies
Yeah.
faculty. He's actually a political scientist. Greg Murray is going to be talking about some of his. He's a longtime researcher with voter fraud, he studies ballot boxes, so some interesting stuff. And he's a fantastic speaker, a great lecturer.
Yes.
We have a physical therapy group coming out talking about movement and health.
Okay.
So what are you doing to keep yourself healthy through motion? We know that there's a connection with motion and activity and cognitive health.
Okay.
And so there's health, physical health, there's mental health, all that's wrapped into the total, sort of the whole body approach.
Wow. And a lot of what you're talking about as well, I mean, if you compare to where we were 50 years ago, 20 years, this is ever changing.
Yeah.
You know, not only modern medicine and modern science and all of this, but what you're doing, I guess, to profile people of who can be involved.
Victim or even offender.
Either one, yeah, exactly. So you're finding out new ways of these profiles, I'm sure, as well.
Absolutely, the science has changed a lot. I've been here at Augusta University 30 years, and things have changed over the time I've been studying.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. So you're always open to those new ideas and learning.
Absolutely. That's
yes.
that's what science and learning is about.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, there's a group coming together this term also who investigating rural health issues, and we know in Georgia there's cities and suburbs, but there's a whole lot of country in the state of Georgia and access to health care, and they're talking about health care, hypertension, sort of these heart measures, and we're talking about that and how that impacts our local health, our own what
Absolutely,
we can do,
yes.
take care of our own heart, as well what they're doing with communicating and taking care of the larger community in the
we've had the
Georgia.
American Heart Association on as well, and we've talked
Yeah.
about the hypertension and all of that.
That's right.
I can't thank you enough for both being here today. I want to mention Via Cognitive Health. They are always looking for volunteers, and they are an amazing organization, are they not?
They are.
What they do,
Yeah.
just a great place. You need to check it out. It's a very inexpensive place for you to take a loved one that might need a little certain care. It's not a I don't know, a place where you just stick someone. There's plenty of activities, both. I don't know. Check it out. You won't be sorry. We'll be right back. I have some design dilemmas coming up next.
Welcome to Dink Pickleball on Fears Ferry Road. Stop by our pro shop for exclusive paddles, gear, and apparel that keeps you looking sharp. With 9 state-of-the-art courts, there's always room for your next rally. Our private event space makes every celebration unforgettable. Refuel with chef-curated food, cool off with ice-cold drinks, and catch the action from our loft's perfect view. New to pickleball? Learn from the best with classes taught by our pickleball pros. No membership required.
Ever wonder what truly makes a house a home? It's all the thoughtful touches, all the little details that bring personality and character to any space. At Signature Interiors and Gifts, we believe that your home should be as unique as you are. Our collection is a treasure trove of inspiration, just waiting for you to explore. Our team would be honored to help you create a home that's not just lived in, but truly loved. Signature Interiors and Gifts, where every corner of your home tells your story.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
Design Dilemma brought to you by Stephanie Richardson of DNS Painting. Thank you always for writing into Mike at signaturemike.com. I love your design dilemmas. And again, I do get a lot of emails from people saying, hey, I learned something on the show by some of the design dilemmas that you've discussed. So thank you for writing in because you're helping yourself and other people. And where else can you get free design advice, right? So let's jump right on in. Let's show the first picture. Rhonda in Atlanta, I watch your show on YouTube. This is my living room and I don't know what to do. It's just just blah? Well, I wouldn't agree, Rhonda. I think it's not blah. I like the blue. I like that you added some color there. You have grounded and grouped like we talk about on the show all of the time. If you want a little more pizzazz on this wall, the one thing I might recommend, if you want to paint that wall a color, just that color, do an accent wall. Accent walls are back. Maybe do a wallpaper with a graphic on that wall. But maybe because your TV's there, your picture quality might be better if the wall was a little darker possibly, so nothing's reflecting around the TV. But if you want to add a little something, but I think you've done a good job by adding a colored cabinet. You've grounded the TV. You've grouped things together. The sconces are a little interesting. I don't know if they were necessary, but it's kind of a nice touch. But I think you've done a nice job. But maybe just do an accent wall around the TV. Make that wall a little stronger. The next picture is also a TV. Marcy in Evans. My husband got this huge TV and it doesn't fit the wall very well. How can I make it look right? Well, you know men in TVs, they like those big ones to watch those sport games. So, what's done is done. You have the TV. What I might recommend, and no matter, even if you got a smaller TV that fit in those windows, it might look like it's too boxed in there. You're still going to have glare from those windows. So the windows are going to be an issue. What I would do, and I've done a project similar to this in my own home on a wall. I've done fabric on a wall. You could put a drapery track, a hotel drapery track along the ceiling or along the top there and pleat fabric, just do drapery on the whole wall with the blackout lining and black out those windows so that your TV is grounded on that fabric. The windows disappear because if you're watching TV, you're going to have bad glare from those TVs, from those windows. So I would recommend putting a fabric on the entire wall, and then it would kind of look like a media room, a movie room as well, maybe like curtains from a theater. So I think, and then look at the cords you have there as well. You might consider also in front of that drapery grounding your TV with a piece of furniture if you have room, because I see you do have a little box there with wires. I know these smart TVs today don't necessarily need all of that, but you need to plug the TV in nevertheless. But anyway, think about, I would do a fabric wall behind the TV, leave the TV there, and I think it will be balanced really, really well. The next picture we have is a bathroom. Karen in Grovetown. Mike, I would like to update my vanity in my bathroom. Any ideas? So I'm looking at this, and it all depends on your budget. I mean, it looks, you have a nice neutral palette. It looks like the vanity is a nice size. We like drawers in our bathroom, so if you have it in your budget to get a new vanity cabinet that has drawers, that would be great. But let's say you're on a tight budget. I might recommend taking the mirror down, that big sheet mirror down, and maybe even think about getting rid of the vanity light above and doing sconces to the left and the right and a framed mirror in the middle. I think that would give it a little more personality. It looks a little builder grade with that big piece of mirror on the wall, but that might be an easy, quick fix. Of course, a new countertop with an under recessed bowl would be really nice and clean in there as well. But again, it all depends on your budget. You could always take baby steps and do a little bit at a time to make that fit right for you. But yeah, lovely neutral bathroom. The next picture we have, and it's the last one we have. I can't believe I've gotten through all of these today. Advice, please. I need to make this not look like a hotel room. Any advice is welcome. I would like some color. I'm glad you said that, because much like one of the first ones I talked about today, I think I would do an accent wall on that wall where the bed is, the headboard is. I would add some color. If you want color, you could certainly do a deeper neutral color if you wanted. We need some pillows on that bed that could coordinate with that. I like that you have a neutral bed cover. You could always fold something at the foot of the bed. Maybe it's just a foot warmer, a flat foot warmer. Maybe it's a comforter. I like layers on a bed, and then your pillows, you want to do some lower pillows and higher pillows. I know we don't like a lot of pillows these days. So anyway, graduate it up there to the headboard, and then you have a nice color on the wall if you'd like. Maybe add a couple of mirrors behind your nightstands. One thing I like about that, it will reflect the light from the lamp, and it'll give you a little more dimension in the room as you walk into the room. But you can certainly add color with paint. Paint is one of the least expensive design elements that you can use, so I really feel that would work really well. Choose the color that you'd like. Maybe start with the fabric first. You could also get a larger rug and pull color in there as well. So that's usually where you're limited, your rug and your fabric for pillows and or artwork. I don't feel you need artwork on this wall as long as you add some color on the wall. But again, accent walls. I've talked about that on 2 of these today. Don't underestimate that. It was a little trendy maybe 10 years ago. I like accent walls, especially when you walk into a room. It kind of draws your eye into the space. So I like that. So don't underestimate accent walls, whether you do it with paint or wallpaper. So I hope that helped with your design dilemmas today. Email me at mike@signaturemike.com. I always love hearing from you. We'll be right back with my guest for the day.
I'm Mark Herbert with Herbert Homes. Today we're in beautiful Thompson, Georgia, in a neighborhood called Bordeaux. Most of the homes in this neighborhood here are well below $200,000. If you're thinking about getting a new home, if you're downsizing, or if you're just starting off in life and want something nice, we're one of the original 210 warranty builders in the Augusta area. We're VA, FHA, USDA certified also. So please come on out to Bordeaux. I'll see you out here in the neighborhood. Thank you.
What if the perfect pair of shoes could transform more than just your outfit? At Signature Soles and Apparel, it's not just about fashion. It's about finding the pieces that make you feel confident, unique, and ready to take on the world. From stunning shoes to statement outfits and accessories, every item is carefully chosen to help you express your personality. Let our friendly team help you discover your next favorite look. Signature Soles and Apparel, where every step you take feels beautifully you.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors & More. 40 years ago, we began a journey built on craftsmanship, hard work, and integrity. Then in October 2005, we took a leap of faith and brought our dream showroom to life. Hardwood Floors & More exists because of you, our clients, friends, and community. We are so grateful for the memories behind us and the dreams still ahead. Join us as we celebrate this milestone with specials throughout the showroom. Hardwood Floors & More, so much more in store for you.
At F&M Bank, you're more than a customer, you're family. We believe banking should feel like home, familiar faces, real conversations, and service that's rooted in values and built on relationships. We take the time to know your name, your story, and your dreams. With roots in Washington and Augusta, we're proud to grow with our neighbors. F&M Bank, growing strong, one neighbor at a time.
What I was trying to say earlier about VIA Cognitive Health, it's not just a daycare. Yeah, they have plenty of activities to keep people energized and going. There's a great food, great restaurant, but really great things going on at VIA. Yeah, and it's so great to be a part of that, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then banking, so important. Did you all know about F&M Bank? The growth that they have in our community. I love how all of us give back to the community, and so take advantage. Get online and see how you can check all of this great information out. I really want to come to your seminar.
You're welcome.
That intrigues me so much. Again, forensic science is always so interesting and ever growing. I learned something just watching TV, but I'm sure from you, again, you might dispel some facts that we watch, that we see, because those are produced shows that are meant to entertain.
Yes.
So yeah, you give us facts. Yes, I like that. Check us out on YouTube, the Signature Mike channel. Email me at mike@signaturemike.com. I always love hearing from you. And we will see you next time on the Signature Mike Show. Let's wave bye. See you next time.